What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another video. And today we're going to have at least two videos, this one and obviously another one. And this video is kind of about Trump winning again, dude. That's why I got the dark MAGA situation going on here on top of my head, you know, giving some free advertisements. But yeah, you guys, this is kind of a weird situation. We're going to get into it. President Trump was sentenced, but it's kind of weird what happened. So we're going to get into it. This is from the Epic Times. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All that stuff helps out the channel immensely. For real, it does. Plus, you know, come on. It gives me kind of an attaboy, and that makes me feel good. Who doesn't want an attaboy, you know? I would love an attaboy. So anyways, we'd love to have you be the newest member of the flock. The flock is for life. And like I said, we'd love to have you. The air is for everyone. Now, oh man, I want to get into this because this is so weird. Such a strange situation. It says Judge Merchan gave Trump an unconditional discharge, which means that no penalties were imposed. So, they changed the way that law was applied. They changed it from a misdemeanor to a felony. They changed it to get away with the oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting the oh my lord, guys, I'm forgetting the word I'm looking for, the phrase I'm looking for when it's past time, dude, and I should know this. Jeez, it's just I am not with it today. No sleep does not help. Whatever. The point is, because of how long ago it was, it ran out. The statute of limitations. Thank God. Oh my lord, guys, you have no idea what it's like to be on camera and just blank out like that. Statute of limitations. So they had to get around the statute of limitations in this case, and then on top of that, during sentencing, the jurors didn't really know what to do, and the judge says, well, it doesn't really matter if you guys agree on one felony, or if he's guilty of one thing or 10 things. You know, you guys could find him guilty of all different things and then just agree that he's guilty of other different things. I've never heard of that in my life. In my life have I ever heard of that. And the thing is that I know some of you are here and you guys hate Trump for whatever reason. He's crass, he's a bully, he's got... Dude, I get it. I'm not blind. Believe it or not, members of MAGA are not in a cult, dude. We just like the guy because he wants to bring America back to what it used to be. And I love Americana, dude. That period of Americana is great. But the thing is, you see... The thing is, you see, we don't all think the same thing. We just don't. But you guys got us lumped into this cult-like mentality, whereas we're not really like that. We argue with each other maybe too much. Truth be told, yeah, that's probably 100% truthful. We probably should wait until the man is actually in office before we start splitting hairs. But we've been splitting hairs about everything, about the visa, the work visa thing, and oh my gosh, dude. Anyways, so the trial basically was a waste of time, and I don't say that lightly, but think about it. They changed all of these things. They violated, in my opinion, they violated his rights. They literally put a gag order on it, another strange thing. Why can't you let the guy talk? Because he's going to talk about how corrupt your system is? They held him in contempt of court, if I'm not mistaken, once or twice, and I think they fined him like $5,000 or whatever each time. And it's just ridiculous what's been going on. It says New York Supreme Court Justice Juan Merchan on January 10th gave President-elect Donald Trump an unconditional discharge in his sentencing in the business records case. It's a largely symbolic sentence that means that Trump does not face any penalties beyond having a conviction entered into his legal record, which hasn't hurt him at all. Nobody cared. Who cared that he was a 34-time convict? Nobody cares. You know what I care about? That he's a 2-time president. And you can eat that. You can go pound sand. You can do whatever type of euphemism you want with it. But you know what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to say it politely. Merchan declined to impose any term of imprisonment or fines. Now, the interesting thing about this is something that a lot of you guys know about, which is double jeopardy. That's it. As far as this is concerned, he did his time. He's a free man as far as this is concerned. Now it's the other stuff, like with Fannie Willis and dude, and Fannie Willis is corrupt as hell. I think she's gonna end up paying judicial watch, if I'm not mistaken, and Tom Fitton like 21 grand, something like that, which we should have covered. But it's just the news cycle, you guys, is insane. It's not even I wish I could say it's a 24/7 news cycle. I feel like it's more. I feel like it gets ramped up. I feel like in the early hours, everything happens at like light speed, trying to make news, and just blow up everybody's heads like that, man. It's insane. It says it is the legal protections afforded to the office of the President of the United States that are extraordinary, not the occupant. Wow, Merchan said as Trump listened during a virtual appearance. That's kind of a fuck you, isn't it? Prosecutor, am I imagining that, or is that a fuck you? Is that a little kind of like a here, take this dig? You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of a fuck you, man. I was trying to be polite, but there's no other way to say it. Prosecutor Joshua Steinglass described Trump's conduct throughout the case as a direct attack on the rule of law itself. Oh my lord, give me a break, bro. He chastised Trump, suggesting the president-elect has made threats of retaliation against those who wronged him in legal matters. Everybody that is colluding against a presidential candidate, a presidential opponent, political opponent, whatever the hell you want to talk about, however you want to phrase it, should be investigated, because this is bullshit. This is not how it's done in the United States. It's never been done like this in the United States. Obama started this shit, undeniably, provably, demonstrably, however you want to get into the source, right? Because Obama started all of this. He started it with the IRS scandals, with the Fast and the Furious scandals, Benghazi, all this stuff. He started it, okay? The race riot, he was amping up the race riots by saying stuff like, oh, if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon Martin. That shit, honestly, divide this country more than any other thing in recent memory. I can't think of a single event, honestly, that has divided the country more than that. I can't think of one, and I'm probably older than you guys. Says when the state said that Trump sought to influence the election by unlawful means, Trump shook his head. The state's statement focused on how Trump had expressed disdain for institutions and how he has been unrelenting in unsubstantiated attacks, and argued that the president-elect's threats were designed to have a chilling effect. Still, Steinglass said an unconditional discharge is the most practical sentence prior to his inauguration. Oh Lord, man, these people are so full of it, dude. They're so full of it. If he's Hitler, why'd they let him go? If he's Hitler, why are they so petty, and why are they clutching at straws the way they are? You would think that Hitler would have a lot more, evidence to be found and used against them. The receipts would be there. You would think, right? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And I say this as nicely as possible. The left, in my opinion, is destroying this country. It really, really is. And I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I actually think that they do have good intent. Some of them. I think some of them have good intentions. But see, Tim Pool has been talking about the diversity of tactics within the left, meaning that you have some leftists who will just be out there peacefully protesting. Then you have like another group of leftists that will get physical but not violent. In other words, they'll throw themselves on top of traffic, block traffic. That's the easiest thing that comes to my mind. But it's some sort of physical thing that does not have violence included. And then you've got what they call the red zone, which is the group of protesters that are violent, are aggressive, are antagonists. They're looking for it. They're just looking for it, And then here's the thing. They'll all help each other. And this has been, all you have to do is listen in on their conversations. There's receipts. Tim Pool has produced them. Andy Ngo has produced them. All you have to do is look at these people, and they all know what's going on. The thing is that some of them, like for example, if you're in the green zone, you're not willing to get all up in people's faces like they do in the yellow zone. And if you're in the yellow zone, maybe you're all up in people's faces and you're willing to do that, but you don't want to get violent. And if you're in the red zone, then all bets are off, and you can do whatever the hell you want because you're a crazy lunatic that hates society for whatever reason. What do we do with people like that? Honest question, you guys, in the comments. Let me know. What should we do with people like that? Should we maybe get a state of little worth and just use it like a penal colony, like freaking Australia, dude? these people they despise America. They want to destroy America. They don't appreciate America. And I don't know anything else other than it's like a cancer. And you can't let the cancer grow, but we're letting it grow. And the thing is that most Americans are reasonable people. Most Americans understand what's going on. Most Americans just don't want to be violent or in your face with it or aggressive in any way. And I'm not even calling for violence. All I'm calling for is, number one, do not patronize any type of service, product, company, blah, 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 that hates you. Okay? And that includes Disney, even though now they're getting away from DEI. No, Disney hates you. If you're a conservative, Disney hates you. Sorry, not sorry. I hope that this helps you in some way. Disney hates you. People like Disney. Netflix, they hate you. I've never seen a company so easy to cancel a service in my life. Netflix does not give a fuck. They don't give a flying fuck. They don't give a fiddler's flying fuck if you cancel. They're like, oh, you're going to cancel? All right, bitch, get the fuck out of the way. We've got enough money from you. My wife was a member for honestly 20 years, and we had to cancel because all I wanted was a simple date, a change of the due date for the payment, just so that everything is at the beginning of the month, right? Because our pension comes in at the end of the month. Bro, they're like, no, can't do it, sorry. What you should do is just cancel us and come back later at whatever date you want. I'm like, how inconvenient and how lackadaisical are you that you could? It's like this phlegmatic approach of just, I don't care, I don't give a fuck if you come back. It's like, do you not care about your job either? You don't care if you have enough money to get paid? Like, these people don't it doesn't register, my dude. And the companies, they don't register either because they think that this money is just there and it's always going to be there. And sadly it is, because there's people that are hating Disney, but they still patronize and they still give Disney Plus and they still do Hulu. Dude, I love Hulu. But I've been getting rid of it here and there. I've been paying 1 month yes, 1 month no, because honestly, it's mostly Disney. I think it's like 80% Disney now at this point. They even got a Disney member on the board, if I'm not mistaken. They owned a lot of it. Now they own even more of it. It's crazy. It says Trump. Sorry, you guys got really sidetracked on that one. So it says Trump and his attorney Todd Blanche, whom he nominated as Deputy Attorney General, were on screen from Florida during the hearing. Trump was sporting a suit jacket and a red striped tie. Behind them were 2 American flags. Makes me think of the Tom McDonald song and Adam Calhoun. American flags. That song is hard. Very hard. Anyways, so yeah, you guys. So, you know what it is, guys. It's basically he didn't get anything. He got a pow, and we're supposed to think that this is something. Nobody cared. If the people cared about the 34 felony counts, they wouldn't have voted for him. He wouldn't have won, but he won. You know why? Because nobody cares. Because everybody sees through that shit. And you know what? Yes, history will say that he has 34 felony counts, whatever. He's a convict, blah, blah, blah. History will say that, unfortunately, unless this gets overturned, and it should get overturned. Because I've never seen such a gross application of judicial practice in my life. Dude, and I was not an attorney, but I was as a police officer. I saw plenty of trials, and I actually wanted to be an attorney at one point. That was kind of how I got into being a police officer. But that's a story for another day. You guys got it here anyways. Let me know. What do you guys say? What do you guys think down below, man? Let me know for real, because this is so stupid. Oh, you're not going to have time. You're not going to do any time. You're not going to do it. Not even a fine, dude. Ugh. Not that I want him to get fined or anything. I don't. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. But they don't have the stones to do anything because they know that this is trumped up. Anyways, you guys, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. As always, please stay safe and always stay paced.